getting underway as cup fever returned to Capello. Driving rain didn't deter over 6,500 hardy souls from turning up, which meant both sides had to keep their nerve as the kick-off was delayed for 10 minutes. The wait didn't seem to affect Morton, and Alex Williams fairly shot out of the starting blocks as Thistle were caught on their heels. But in racing from his line to clear, Jags goalkeeper Kenny Arthur tore a muscle and had to be replaced by 20-year-old reserve goalie Stephen Pinkowski. He was to have a very impressive Partick Thistle debut. Mind you, Craig Coyle was also in good form at the other end and made the first save of the game from Andy Thompson after James Grady ran half the length of the pitch to set up the chance. No damage done and Partick Thistle kept out. Then it was the young Jags keeper's turn to impress after a neat Morton move played in Peter Weatherson. That save did a lot to steady Stephen Pinkowski's nerves. And it also provided a platform for Thistle to build on, which they duly did with the opening goal. Superbly struck after 35 minutes by midfielder David Rowson, who saved his first goal of the season for the third round of the Cup. James Grady had a great game and it was his pass that sent Rowson clear, but he still had plenty to do from here. 1-0 Thistle at half-time then, and Morton's dream of a cup upset soon became mission impossible when Thistle went 2 up shortly after the restart. David McGregor's foul on Jamie Mitchell gave Partick a penalty which was entrusted to top scorer James Grady, and goal number 11 was well received by the Jags fans beside our cameraman. And as if James Grady hadn't made Morton suffer enough, he then made and scored a second penalty in the dying moments. Substitute Scott Bannerman saw red for the tackle, and James Grady saw the back of the net bulge once again as Partick Thistle completed a thoroughly professional passage into the fourth round draw, thanks in no small part to an assist and 2 goals from James Grady.
So Partick Thistle and Dunfermline in the draw for the fourth round. Gordon, were you impressed with the way that Partick Thistle played that game? Potential banana skin against Morton, who are flying high in the second division.
It was one. I actually thought Thistle would go through today, but I thought it would be tighter. I really did think Morton would give them a hard game. But that's a comfortable win, and it's a very good win for them, setting them up for the next round as well.
And James Grady looks to be flying just now as well.
Yeah, it was 2 penalties today, but he does get his share of goals, and David Rowson will be delighted to get his first goal too. He does a lot of good running from midfield, but hasn't been scoring for them. But that was a good finish, and it definitely relaxed them a bit, especially after having lost their keeper so early in the game. That could have been a turning point for them too, yeah. But they've done well, and Thistle are on a good run at the moment.